So here is another reminder video for how to share your slideshow with your classmates. On the Google Classroom, there is this file called Slideshow to Share Tour, and everyone in the class has access to this. So there are 27, I believe, blank slides here on the side. So what you are supposed to do is only edit your slide. If you have class numbers, look for your class number. So if you're number 1 in the alphabet or in your class or in line order, however it works, just you're on number 1. If you're number 9, here's your slide. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a button that will link to your slideshow. So let's just pretend like I'm number 1, that's my classroom number, so that's where I'm going to put my button. What I'm going to do first is just create a shape, any shape. So here's your shapes. If you want arrows, there they are. If you want like a star, they're in there. I'm just going to pick a shape. I like the one that looks like a button right here. So I'm going to make it nice and big in the middle. You can change the color of it right here. The blue looks pretty good. Okay, so to write in your button, you just double click on your shape. Don't drop a text box on top of it because it will actually create problems and it will not work right. So I've double clicked. I think black writing might be too hard to read on this, so I'm going to change my font to white, and I'm also going to make it much, much bigger. And I'm going to say Miss Ulm's Tour of London. I want this to be centered. I'm going to go here. I also want to change the font, make it look a little cooler. Okay, so there we go, Miss Ulm's Tour of London. So this is just a button, and right now if people were to click on it, even if it was in slideshow mode, if you were to click on it, it does absolutely nothing because we haven't told it what to do yet. So I'm going to go back to my button. So what we have to do here is once you click on it, you can do Control K to turn it into a link. We have done this before. If you want, you can use this button right here as well. So you click your button, and then you click Control K, or you do the link right there, and then it's asking where you want to link it to. So this is where you need to include that the copy and paste from your actual tour. So this might have been the last thing that you did, so it might already be saved, and if you do Control V, it might work, but I haven't done it for a while. So I'm going to do File, Publish to the Web. I'm going to change it to every 5 seconds. I'm going to click, click. And then once it's already been published once, it doesn't give you that box anymore. You just click here and do Control C. So that will be the correct link. So I'm going to go back here, Control V, apply. And now when I put it in slideshow mode, if I click this, see how it turns into a hand from an arrow, click, and now it will take you to that slideshow. Something else that I have figured out since making that last video is that if you are one of the people who is watching somebody's slideshow, if you click on the slideshow, it will let you go back and forth down here. And sometimes it will actually stop auto advancing, which means you'll then have to click to go to the next slide. So if you click on someone's slideshow, it's not a big deal. It will stop for you, and then you can just control it down here. If you want to go back to where it's playing on its own, just click right here, and you can do auto play, play. You can also change the amount of time between each slide, which is interesting. So that is how that works, and we're going to share our slideshows with our classmates.